I remember when I would come home from working, you know, 12-hour shifts sometimes. Sometimes I would just straight up work an 18-hour shift or something, whatever. And I remember my daughter always saying, she would come up to me with a little high voice that she still has now at 21 years old. She'll say, "Thanks for working hard for us, Mama," you know. And my son, like, I do with both my kids, I always do the best I could to make sure they're eating all the time. You know, with me growing up, that was always a factor. A lot of times we didn't have food, so food is definitely something that's important to me. Making sure that my kids are eating properly, and just eating good food. You know, I love going to different spots. If somebody tell me that the food there is good, me and my kids, we gonna be there. Or I will get some food and bring it home. You know, and when my kids would be, and when I would have like a whole bunch of food on the table, you know, I call it feasting. And my son would till this day, he still always says, he'll say, "Thanks, Mom," you know, when he's in the middle of eating his good tasting food, whatever it may be. And the thing is, to me, I never really felt as if they needed to ever tell me thank you. I never said thank you. I think that's just the way that they felt, because they knew that I was out there exhausting myself, working, providing for the family, things like that. But I never really told them that to say thank you when it came to stuff like that, because I felt like it was my obligation. It is my job to take care of you. It's my job to provide. And it got me to thinking, you know, because I say to myself, the reason that I provide so well for my children like that when they were young, they're grown now. The reason that I provided for them so well was simply because I love them so much. You know, I'm not one of those parents who literally just think that having children is all about just having them and just watching them grow and that's it. You know, I'm definitely about, you know, feeding them, teaching them things, making them put some good food inside their stomach, everything, the whole thing. And the thing about it is, you know, it got me thinking about men in their position of providing. And the thing about it is, a lot of guys don't want to do that. There are a lot of guys out there who literally just want to do as little as they can, and yet they say that they love this woman. And it got me thinking, you know, do men really love you if they're not providing for you? You know? And I'm not talking about, I'm not talking about going and get your hair and your nails done and stuff like that. I'm talking about when there is like a family situation. I mean, and there's nothing wrong with him giving you money to go get your hair and your nails done. Like, I have some chick I used to be friends with. Her dude used to give her money all the time. Hey, man, go get your feet done. He knew that's something that she liked to do. And that was sweet. You know, it's still together to this day. They've been together for a long time. But, you know, I got to thinking about that, because even to hear even celebrity men talk sometimes, it's like, you have a lot of guys say, "I ain't giving her nothing. I ain't doing nothing," you know, but yet you claim that you love this girl, you know? And I think it's nice that this woman can provide for herself and can build her own empire. But why is it that you're okay with not providing for her? Do men like that do they even realize that they are pretty much telling us that we can survive without them? Or do they realize that they're telling us that, especially when they have this attitude about it, a bit of a selfish attitude? And the thing about it is, if you love this girl, you should want to do nice things for her. You know, you should want, even if it's like me personally. Okay, I wear jewelry sometimes, you know, and you know, if that's something that your man knows that you like, why is it that he can't do something nice for you like that? If your man knows that you take trips a lot, you know, he probably met you on a daggone beach somewhere on your own dime that you took yourself to. He sees that you can do for yourself and you have your own money, so obviously if you are with this man, you're not using him. So why why does he have this attitude? Well, I'm not doing anything for anybody. Dude, I don't think these guys really realize what they're saying. I don't know if they realize what they're doing to us. You know? Because what woman in her right mind want to be with somebody selfish? What, I mean, there are a lot of us women who can do for ourselves. But it's nice to know that you want to do for me. You know? If I was to come across a man, you know, if I'm reaching and cramming up this ladder of success, if I'm reaching to a certain point where I'm doing well for myself, like, it would be nice to know, okay, yeah, I can pay my own bills and whatnot, but it's nice to know if he wanted to, you know. But it's one person that I'm thinking of right now. This person, oh, I ain't doing nothing for it. Like, what? What do you mean you're not doing anything for this woman and you're saying that you love her? What are you talking about? All because you thinking about, oh, I don't want to have to share, you know, share whatever I got, or I don't want to have to give her anything. Then what's the point of her being with you if she's not going to be showered with love? And I'm not talking about, you know, I'm not talking about spending, you know what I'm talking about. I'm not talking about spending like all these luxurious things. I'm talking about, you can shower somebody with love all the time with simply flowers, you know. But when you come across guys who just want to do the bare minimum, do they not realize that I don't know. What I do feel about that, I feel that they are making that woman see them in a bad light. Okay? Because if it is your job to provide and you have this attitude, I'm not doing anything for anybody, I don't know. I feel like you're telling us not only that we can survive you, but I think you're telling us to live without you. You know? When you're in a relationship with somebody, you want to feel loved. You know? I don't know. It's just something that I was thinking about. I don't know. Maybe some guys can, you know, talk in the comment section. You know, it'd be really nice if some of y'all guys who would watch this video, because I know like mostly guys sometimes watch, you know, listen to my videos or whatever, when I'm not talking about hair care. But yeah, I would like to know what y'all have to say about that, because no woman in her right mind is going to want to be bothered with that. Somebody who's selfish and doesn't want to do nice things for her.